Greetings gnomes and nomads and welcome back to Castlegoat. Now, first things first, let us announce the winner of the 10th day of Gnomes, and that is Death in a Can. Well done. You've finally been selected by Chaoticles. All of that devout worship and heavy sacrificing you have no doubt done has finally paid off. So congratulations on that. However, you are not to be the last winner of Gnomes. Indeed not, for this is, in actual fact, the 11th day of Gnomes. That's right. One amongst you could not bear the idea of Gnomes being over so early and so has donated 2 extra copies for Gnomes. So that means we're going to be going all the way to the 12th day of Gnomes, starting now with the 11th. So let us all raise a cup of tea in celebration and in thanks. Now then, back to Castlegoat. In the last episode, we got our military training program into full swing. We've also more or less finished leveling the area for our pastures. Everything seems to be going well, and in this episode, we are going to be focusing on getting our tea farms up and running. So let's see how the gnomes manage this. Well, as you can see, I have begun work on the farm area, or rather, I've begun work on setting it up so that we can actually start irrigating the floors down here. And as you can see over here as well, we actually have quite a few things changing up here. Now, my plan for this area is instead of having the lights down here, we're going to have them up on the top instead. And also, I thought that it would be particularly useful for our fighters whilst they're training and also whilst they're fighting in this area, and you know, for people who come to visit the fort, whether they be goblins or not, to see what it is that they are fighting for. When the goblins come and see our lush field full of mushrooms and know that we are using them to brew tea, they'll think twice about fighting us, because they'll know that we are willing to risk all to survive, for we have the promise of tea after a hard day's battle. And they might, well, no, they won't turn around and run, but they'll die knowing that they foolishly set on this endeavor and there was no chance for them to succeed. But we need to replace those floors. Also, because enough people were worried about it. Seriously, if my OCD wasn't going crazy, I can't imagine why your guys were. But I've done away with the random kind of spattering of straw and gone for well laid out straw floors there. Now, we need to replace some more flooring. Specifically, we want marble. Decorative stone floors. Where are you? Marble blocks? Here we are. Right, I'm also moving the doorway from there to over here. So we're going to need regular engraved replace floors here. Where are you? Engraved floors. Marble. Now, it's going to take a while for all of this work to be done. I also need to replace the floors there. But I have quite a lot of plans. And as you can see, I've removed the whole wall up here because a lot is going to change soon. And our gnomes can now go straight down to that level instead of having to wander around so much. So a lot of the people are finding it a little bit easier just to walk up there and straight down. But look at this! Pastures finished and fully seeded with grass. That means we can now actually set up the pastures, and I will be doing that in a moment. First, I want to deconstruct this. Secondly, I want to see if we can actually get the torch there without there being a floor underneath. Let's see if that works. A wall torch. Go ahead and try to place that there. Will it work? It might, you know. They might be able to do it. If they can, that'll be grand. Now, someone rightly pointed out that I don't actually have any of the materials I need for this. I don't know why I thought I did. Well, I do know why I thought I did. When I was looking at the workshops, and I clicked on Market Stall, I thought this was telling me how much I had. Obviously, it's not. That was remarkably stupid of me. So, we need some chairs. Stonemason, I would like some chairs. Well, 1 chair, please. And, you know what, make it out of sandstone this time. And the same for the table. Make that one out of... Well, I'm going to need 3 of those. Make those out of sandstone as well, for a bit of variety. Now, how is everything else going? Everything else is going well. So, as soon as the stuff down here is done, we're going to be focusing on getting this place irrigated. I would very much like to have our tea starting to be grown this episode. That is my goal. That, and to finally get everyone armoured. Now, as you notice, if I just keep the fight just out of vision range, I don't get the sounds. And that is glorious. But it is going to be a bit tricky trying to get that to happen all the time. So, whilst there's a lot of waiting to be done, I'm going to pause the video, and I shall bring you back when there is something to report. Well, it sounds like we need to get to battle stations, I'm afraid. That didn't last very long at all. Right then. Now, let me see. Have we got anyone? Yes, there are a few people asleep, so let's get this bell rung as soon as possible. Sound the alarm. Let's see how long that takes to happen. Go. Anyone able to sound that alarm? Anyone at all? Doesn't look like it. And our goblins are already here. Okay. Well, I need to find out why that's not getting sounded. That's quite annoying. Let's get everyone who is awake to their guard stations. Everyone, to your stations! Now, the only problem here is that one of our warriors doesn't have full armor yet. Not even close. Lizzie does not. Well, actually, having said that, it's not too bad. She just lacks the breastplate, and the greaves. I'm thinking of having Lizzie temporarily move to one of the other squads, as that will allow. I don't know. We're gonna have to see how this goes. Lizzie, this is your moment. Trial by fire, I'm afraid. Let's get everyone to their stations. Come on. Gotta get there quickly. Right. Our soldiers are gonna march forward. Into battle! Okay, someone is already bleeding. Who's bleeding? Lizzie's blood. Wow. Balls. What happened, Lizzie? Bleeding from the right leg. Lizzie's injured upper body and lower body and has fallen over. Right leg? Oh yeah, you're not got grease on. Damn it. What about here? Suprancy. Okay, well, everyone else should be able to just pile in now. And Lizzie should be able to retreat. Good luck, Lizzie. Oh, has another goblin been spotted? I don't think so. Everyone get in there. We need this fight over with now. 3 goblins down, 1 more left. There we go, they're gone. How's everyone else doing? Come on, Lizzie, you can make it. Have you made it? Are you okay? How badly? Injured right foot and left leg. Can no longer walk. Oh, damn. Okay, well, you're going to need to go and get yourself sorted out then. And I really need to work out why that isn't working anymore. But for the time being, let's go ahead and get all of these doors put back up. Stone doors. Let's get that one sorted. And everyone can stand down. That actually didn't go so bad. I'll check out the combat log in just a moment and we can see if our soldiers were actually proccing any sort of special attacks or anything like that with regards to the taunting. Because I've not actually seen that in action yet. So, wow, were you just fighting by yourselves? Oh yes, you were fighting the doors. Ah, yes. Right, what about this one? Is this Lizzie, Suprancy? Okay, well, actually quite a few people. Is anyone else in this one? Suprancy was. Right, let's have a look for Suprancy then in this. Suprancy punches the goblin. Goblin falls to the ground. Suprancy kicks the goblin. Did Suprancy call? No? Well, that was a fairly quick fight then. But this is the one where we're really going to see stuff happening, I imagine. Punches the goblin, kicks the goblin. Goblin swings sword at Lizzie. Lizzie's right leg is bleeding. The goblin swings at Lizzie. Medisapia steps in. Goblin punches Lizzie. Goblin swings at Lizzie. So everything is going for Lizzie. Swings at Lizzie. Punches. Goblin falls to the ground. Goblin kicks Lizzie. Wow. Lizzie, I'm so sorry. Trial by fire indeed. And now you can't walk properly. Never mind. A visit to the hospital will sort you out there. Goblin's right eye has been mangled. Let's see who killed the goblins then. Let's go for the kill messages. Goblin's having trouble breathing because McJester punched him. Collapsed one of his lungs. Oh, there's a death there. Who got that kill? Elitus punched the goblin, hitting the upper body, smashing the skin and crushing the heart. Well done. Another goblin can see again. Alana kicked the goblin. Alana kicked the goblin again. Edna kicked the goblin, having trouble breathing now because of Edna's kicks. Bomberito punched him in the arm. Goblin dropped their claymore, and at that point we were probably safe from that point on. Alana punched the goblin, hitting the upper body, smashing the skin and crushing the right lung. He's suffocating, he's dead. What? Oh, okay. I thought she was like laying into the corpse. My god, we've got 2 vampires. But no, no. Flying Staples is probably still the only vampire. Let's see. Goblin's having trouble breathing after Flying Staples punched him and crushed one of the lungs. And then Supranti punched the goblin, killing it. Collapsed its lung there as well. What's happening here? Wolf Dude kicked the goblin, fell down. Goblin swung at Lizzie still. Lizzie's knocked back. My lord. I really need to get Lizzie in a full suit of armor before anything else happens. Goblin drops 1 copper hammer. Goblin's lower body's bleeding because Alanra bit it. Okay, well maybe Flying Staples isn't the only vampire. She may have competition. Goblin drops the worn copper hand axe. Dapper Chester kicked. Well done. I didn't realise there was an axe in there. When that claymore was disarmed, we weren't yet safe, but well done. Sheila punched him, crushing the bone in his leg, fell over. Well, it doesn't seem to be saying anything about special attacks. Oh, there, I got a kick in. Well done, me. And oh, here we are. Staples bites the goblin, hitting the upper body, smashing the skin, and crushing the right lung. She bit him in the lung. Now, that's not normally possible, you understand, since Staples has really long and very sharp vampiric teeth. Then Sheila kicked the goblin in the neck, crushing his throat. Well done, Sheila. Right, but that is all the fun for now. Now, this worked. I was able to place this with the dirt floor just for there. I was able to place this to the side, but I can't seem to do that on this side for some reason. I'm not at all sure why. Let me try that again. Maybe you're good luck. No? No, you are not good luck. Why? Why can't I do this? What is it that's preventing me from doing it? I can place it there, so that's not the problem. Okay, well, I'll try building a floor out there, and then we'll see what we can do in terms of building it and then removing the floor. Because some people were saying that I was trying to dig holes when really I should have been trying to remove floors. And as we can see, the doors have been moved there. And I've set this up now so that they should start building the tops of these walls so we can build up the second tier. But I'm just going to get this set up there. And then there's one thing I want... Well, I've kind of got a plan for something out here. Over here in the darkness, I was liking the idea of taking these walls in, actually, and having torches on the outsides, and then a bandage crate in there. And maybe doing the same on the far side over here. Just a sort of... When our troops are out of the fort, should they get attacked, there's a place with medical supplies a little bit closer than having to walk all the way to get in the fort. And also the pickaxe is gone. I have had a look over our gnomes and no one's seriously hurt, so I think they just dropped it there when they finished up with a specific job. Now, for now, I'm not going to worry too much about getting out there and changing what we've already got, but that is a plan for the future, of having some medical supplies and some torches out there just to make the whole place a little bit easier to see what's happening. Now then, over here, as you can see, that entrance down there is now finished, and there's plenty of light there as well, which I'm pretty pleased with. But we do have to get these torches there soon, I think. And also on this side as well. They're going to be in the same positions on each side. That's my plan anyway. And obviously we're going to have some more windows there, just so that the people who are down in the mines can, after a long day's toil, come up and see what wonderful treasures await them, so that they keep working and don't question my authority too much. But for now, I'm going to pause the recording again, and I shall bring you back once there is something to report. Well, it would appear that the moment of dread is finally here. We have 29k worth in the fort right now. The majority of that is construction rather than stock. Yeah, perhaps making this fort as pretty as I have is not been the best thing to do. I should have known. But we're going to have to just deal with this as best we can. So, with that in mind, I need to start having a look around for mants. Are there any mants out there? Because if there are, I need to go out and kill them. Anything moving around? No? No mants? I hope not. Or if there are, I hope they're somewhere where they can't get out of the map from. I don't think we're going to have any yet. because it's a bit too early. Sunrise was already here, and I don't think we've yet crested 30k. It won't take long, though. It will literally be moments before we're over that. There we are. We're already over it. So, yeah, bad times, I'm afraid. So, we're just going to have to be very, very proactive in dealing with the mant threat. We're going to have to get out there, have our soldiers draw as much fire as they can, whilst getting everyone else in there to attack it. It's the only way we're going to be able to do this. I'll probably be using guard posts to get everyone stationed nearby where the mant is before we attack it. And if we're lucky, we might be able to get the goblins to help us without meaning to. But for now, let's go ahead and continue to make the fort nice. We need some pillars. Pillars, what have you done to me? You've doomed this fort. You realize this, don't you? Get some nice windows. Oh, actually, no, we won't put that there just yet because we actually need access to that location. Now, I did figure out how to get the torches built, and it is a bit of a cheeky way, really. From what I've seen, you have to place the image of the floor down first. So as if you're going to build the floor. Like this. So, for example, I put this there, and then, and only then, I can place a torch there. And that'll get rid of the floor as well. It's a bit of a hodgepodge way to do it, but it does seem to work, ultimately. So, you know, I'm not going to complain too much. I should... Oh, actually, before I do that, I should get rid of that so I can remove these floors first, I suppose. Now then, with the mants, they are going to be here eventually. There's no way of getting around that now. So, we really need our military to be training a lot. Unfortunately, they are sleeping a lot instead. Damn them. However, we are building up towards having enough materials, hopefully, to make a helmet. Or maybe another breastplate. If that were the case, I'd be very happy. What are you making? Oh, you're making more armor plates by the looks of it. Let's have a quick look in here. Let's actually move these armor plates down. Shall we? No, maybe not. Just requires armor plates, I suppose. We've got everything else, I think. So I imagine the moment we've got enough armor plates, they'll actually... Yeah, it looks like she's either making... Probably a helmet, I imagine. And then a breastplate will be the next thing that's made. Right, what was just made? Oh, no, a bronze greave. Never mind then. And there we go. So we've almost got one person fully equipped. Almost. So, Prancy, what have you got on right now? No, you are fully equipped. Fantastic. The only thing you're lacking is a copper breastplate. However, once again, we are at that point where it's more of a waiting game. As soon as this is done, I'm going to be preparing this to be flooded. So I'm going to pause the recording and I will bring you back when probably we're either close to being ready to channel down and funnel all the water in there, or goblins or mants appear on the field. So, see you soon. Well, here we are. It looks like Chaoticles has smiled upon us, for he has brought us nomads. We've got Gimbal. Let's have a look. Well, just regular Gimbal. Fair enough. Let's have a... Oh, my lord, you've got 20 in armor? Well, I think someone may be getting a promotion to the military straight away. Egad, that is exactly what we need. Okay, so we've got Gimbal there, and who else? Wok. Both men. What about you? 14, 12. Actually, you're not too bad. You got any amazing skills outside of those? You've got 26 in woodcutting, I noticed. That's actually quite nice. What's your smithing like? Not so good at metal crafting. Though 13 armor crafting, you're actually a little better than Flying Staplers at armoring. Oh my lord, and I've just changed her skill. Okay, well, let me just pause this for a moment whilst I consult my name list, and I shall be right back. Okay, Chaoticles has deemed that... Let's find you. Gimbal, your name shall from henceforth be Adgestow. Welcome to the fort, Adgestow. And Wok, you are now to be known as Pato. 2 O names. It seems that Chaoticles is on a bit of an O kick at that moment. Right, let's just refresh this so I can see your proper names. There we are. Now, Ajsto, you are going to be a soldier. So this means I need to increase the types of armor that we're producing. I can't pass up someone with those sorts of skills. Not someone with 20 in armor. That's just way too good. However, let's have a look at you then. Pato, what are you good at? You're pretty much a lumberer, really. That is your calling. So, fair enough. You are going to be a new lumberjack. Welcome to the fort. Now, that does mean I'm going to need to change a few things. And as I mentioned, I have changed a couple of things around. Flying Staple is an armorer, for example. I made a new profession called armorer because it occurred to me that we really do need our gnomes to be focusing on certain tasks to get their skill up, and especially things like armor, so that the armor they're making is really, really good. So Flying Staplers has been assigned as our new armorer. So that leaves us with only one artisan who can do the weaponsmithing. Now, as it happens, I had set up our weaponsmith to stop trying to make shield just for the time being, because I wanted to complete a full 2 set of armor. And actually, thinking about that, I'm going to leave him as a soldier for now, but he will be moving into that squad just as soon as we've got one new full set of armor. So, along those lines, let's get you guys into some new squads. I'm not going to have either of you join the Poisonous Ancients. Flying Staplers is there. Acing Shelters of Camp. Yes, we've got a vacancy here, so let's get you in there. Ajsto, as a soldier, you're just going to be working on the trees for now, and also ringing the alarm bell when necessary. And we've got a vacancy in here as well. Fantastic. Now, along with that, I have actually gone through all of the professions, you will notice, and added mechanic to them all. So now they will actually ring the bell, hopefully. Finally, yeah, that's actually pretty much it. Right now, we're just waiting for all of this to be cleared out. And hopefully, it'll be cleared out very soon. Now, as soon as Flying Staplers wakes up, and she can start working on some more armor. But until then, let's advance some more time. Now, hopefully, you guys are going to be going off and grabbing your wheelbarrows to sort all that out. And we're obviously getting these pillars built up as well, which I'm kind of pleased with. It's been a while waiting on that. Let's get those floors replaced. And hopefully, this guy will actually start to produce some more stuff. Because we need to get those pillars out of his storeroom. Towards that end, let's go to buildings, furniture, pillars. There we go. Right, well that's fantastic. Marble pillars is what we want. One there and one there. Now, things are going alright. I've got people clearing up all the dirt that's around the fort at the moment. Hopefully. They should be clearing most of it up. I've told them to clear this up first, so they should be grabbing all of this and then immediately running down there to grab this as soon as they've exhausted all of the available dirt and stone up here. Now, whoa. Oh, it's a honey badger. Never mind. He's outside the fort. Why are you guys even worrying about a honey badger? He's no threat to you. It's the goblins and the mants you need to be panicked about. Oh, actually, I haven't said that. It is the first. Have I checked for mants yet? Oh, bloody hell. I don't think I have. Well, let's quickly have a poke around. Anyone here? Any mants? No? Let's actually leave time running because yeah, it's a lot easier to notice something wandering around if it's actually wandering. Nothing? I don't think there's anything out there. If a mant appeared up here, we would be doomed. There is almost no way that I'm going to be able to get to it in time to kill it before it can just wander off the map up here. But at the flip side, oh actually no, maybe there is a way. Maybe there is a path. Is there? It's possible. I think they can get up there. Oh yes, actually, it looks like they would be able to march up there. Okay, so panic averted on that one. But I don't think there is a mant out there. I think it's just a honey badger. And we're not worried about you, because the honey badger won't come looking for us. Or rather, won't bring its honey badger friends if we don't kill it quickly enough. Is Flying Staplers out there doing things? Or is that That is Alex Slayer. Currently making charcoal by the looks of it. And making some more bars too. Fantastic. Are we making more copper bar? What? Hang on a second. What's happening there? No, don't accept generated jobs, my lord. Is that what's been messing me up? I bet it is. What a pain. Right, what are you working on? Are you working on a helmet or a... something else maybe? No, you're making more armor plates. How many have we got? Just one. So probably a helmet will be the next thing we get. At that point, we could get Sir Prancy into a helmet. But what I really want is a breastplate. Because otherwise, we're more or less good there. And by Sir Prancy into helmet, obviously I mean into a bronze helmet rather than the copper one he's currently wearing. In fact, I think that is it. I think... Oh no, it's not Sir Prancy who needs that. It's Flying Staplers. Okay. Yeah, there we are. So let's go to the military screen. Let's go to uniforms. We want them to be wearing the best they possibly can. And let's just remove that. I don't like the default ones. I prefer to have ones that I've made myself. Alright, and we'll set all of these up to be bronze because at this point we've got everything we need for that. So there we go. Go equip, please. Are you going to drop your stuff and immediately re-equip? Yes, you are. Fantastic work. I'm very pleased with this. Now all we need is just a couple more... Well, actually, we're going to need quite a lot to be able to make the breastplates, but the first one obviously will be going to Lizzie and not to Sir Prancy. As much as I want someone in a full set of... Oh, really? Have you already filled this up? Well, damn. As much as I want someone in a full set of bronze, we need someone who's just got some armor on every part of their body for now. I want to, what is it, designate area. We want to increase the stockpile so that we can get the rest of all of this dirt stored. So, make it so, please. Really wish they would stop roaming around and just picking one thing up at a time. It's a little bit frustrating. You have wheelbarrows. Please be with the using of them. Well, the sun is set, so we may be about to see some... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yes, yes, we are about to see some enemies. Well, damn it all. And loads of people are sleeping. Ah, balls. Okay, we need the alarm bell rang. Sound the alarm. And as soon as that alarm bell has been rung, I am going to have everyone move into the fort. Come on, come on. Someone sound the alarm. No? Oh well. It looks like the fight is on. And it looks like this time they were spotted through the window. Well, bloody done. Okay, well, whoever is awake, get to the... this is going to be rough because not everyone is going to be around. But we need to get everyone there and fighting as quickly as possible. Now, it looks like only one person has... Oh no, two people have nasty weapons. Hopefully, Sir Prancy is going to be able to draw most of the attention early on. How's this going? Let's check out the events. It's one big, enormous group fight. Let's check this out. Goblin stabs with the worn copper shield to Sir Prancy, but Sir Prancy dodges the attack. Well done. Goblin kicks Sir Prancy, hitting the arm, smashing the bronze pauldron. Okay, so most of these are bouncing off. Sir Prancy punched the goblin, crushing his guts. My lord, that's one hell of a punch you've got there, mate. And the bronze helmet is deflecting things, so it looks okay. It looks like most of the attacks are just bopping off of his armor there. Sir Prancy bites the goblin, hitting the head, smashing the skin, and stopping at the skull. Oh, that's a shame. You should have gone deeper. Flying Staplers needs to give you biting lessons, I think. Let's see. Goblin's left leg is bleeding because Deathbot bit it. Goblin punches Sir Prancy. Sir Prancy falls to the ground. Kicks. Let's just see. Still smashing Greaves. Still smashing his armor. Copper sword of Sir Prancy hitting the upper body, stopping, poking the copper breastplate. So looks like Sir Prancy right now is just absorbing all of the hits. He has got everyone attacking him, and that is what we need. Everyone else now needs to capitalize on this and take these goblins down. Stop picking up clay lumps. You fight better when you're unequipped. Flying Staplers punches the goblin, hitting the right eye and crushing the crushed his eye. My lord, that's a bit brutal there. And a death bot kicks someone in the eye, crushing their eye as well. Okay, well, you know, go ahead and blind them, I suppose. Pato chops with his copper felling axe at the goblin, hitting the lower body and cutting the skin. What else is going on? Just lots of biting kicks. Goblin's lower body is bleeding. Okay. It's not too bad so far. Goblin punches Sir Prancy and misses. Let's have a look for one of the goblin's attacks. Yeah, still bouncing off his armor, so that's the good thing. Goblin, an artery has been struck. The goblin and artery has been struck. What? Dapper Muckjesser swings with a copper pick. Oh, fair enough. Hitting the lower body, poking the skin, and poking the abdominal muscles. With a pickaxe. It's rather brutal. I imagine more than an artery has been struck if you've just done that. I imagine most of his organs are in pretty poor shape now as well. Goblin down, 3. Come on. Finish this guy off. 4, 5. Well done. And I don't believe Sir Prancy has been harmed at all. Let's just check that out. He's fallen over, but that's it. He's not actually hurt. Well done, Sir Prancy. That is how you do it. We'll cancel the alarm bell then. Well, that worked out well, despite not everyone being involved. I'm actually rather happy with that, if I'm perfectly honest. But whilst our gnomes are busy trying to clear the pasture area and eventually the area down below in the mushroom fields, I'm going to wrap this up there. Although we weren't able to get the fields planted in this episode, we are as near as damn it at this point. We all have most of the walls in place now for the irrigation system, and I would be very surprised if in the next episode we weren't able to get everything rolling with that. And as if they had heard about the fact that our mushroom farms were that close to being finished, we have 2 nomads, some fresh blood in the fort. Welcome! Unfortunately for you, you seem to have chosen a rather dangerous time to make the trip. With our kingdom worth now over 30,000, mant spawns are a certainty. We don't know when, it won't happen every day, but it will happen in the morning, and we need to kill that mant scout before it leaves the map. We do not, and I really can't stress this enough, we do not have the military might to deal with a mant invasion. We might not even have it to deal with a mant scout, and that's just one of them who's, you know, basically the scout of the team. He's not even a fighter. Yeah. Our whole military will have to be dedicated to hunting down that scout at the start of each day. They won't always spawn in the day in the same way that goblins don't always spawn at night, but they will spawn at the beginning of the day in the morning, and if it manages to leave the map at the end of that day at nightfall, then doom may have fallen upon Castlegoat. But we won't get too obsessed with such depressing concerns. No, we are on the 11th day of Gnomes. This is a happy time. This is an unexpectedly happy time. And for those who are going to be taking part in today's Day of Gnomes, good luck. But that really is it for this episode. It's been a bit of a long one, but I didn't want to cut things up while we were in the middle of a fight. So from me and from all of the gnomes in Castlegoat, we hope you've enjoyed this episode. We hope you'll join us in the next. But until then, do take care.